Hey friends, this is Matt. Okay, my video today is to those people that maybe have spent a career or some time as a dancer or as a bit part player, maybe someone that's in the ensemble and they want to be able to step into playing a bigger role. But there's something that prevents them feeling really confident that they'd be great at it. One of the things that I see that happens with people, especially dancers, is that when it comes to acting, when it comes to being present and just surrendering to the moment, is that they overcompensate for the lack of knowing exactly what they should do in that moment. And as a result, it can become a little forced, a little presentery, you know, that feeling. And I know that dancer actors or even people that have only really been in the ensemble, and when it comes to like auditioning for a big role, the pressure of the moment can be a little overwhelming and they can do a disservice to the work that they do because they start to think and concentrate on other things, which proves to be a distraction. Is it that feeling of getting up there to do it and show people what you can do? And that's really difficult for you to be present and available and open and relaxed and dropped in when you're in that pleasing mode. When you're in that, you may not even necessarily call it a pleasing mode. It might just be a habit of how you've been working. Because one of the things that I think is true for the most part with people that have trained as dancers is that during your career as a dancer, you're pretty much shown what it is that you have to do. The choreographer will say, this is what we are doing. And then you have to learn the choreography pretty much exactly, and then you do it, for the most part, in groups. And then either big groups or little groups. And then there will be moments of little solo moments, of course, but not as much as group work. And you're collaborating, you're all part of the bigger group, but you have a very specific role to play, and it has been spelled out to you. And when you're late, then you can see it, and everyone knows that you were late. So there can be this focus on needing to be right. There can be this focus on needing to do it the way that it was shown to you. And acting and telling story is really the antithesis of that. It's the whole other side of that. With acting and storytelling, we need to know what the situation is and what's going on, and then we need to surrender to the moment and to allow it to be actually up for grabs. And that the lines that are in the story that come off the page, we've got to feel that they happen for the first time. We don't know what's going to happen next. One of my best acting teachers that I ever had, Lindsay Frame, who works at AMAW in Los Angeles, she said, well, you got to remember that when you say something in a script, you need to forget any notion, or you need to release yourself from any notion that there is anything else for you to say. Rather than, but I've got these 3 pages. And we see actors do that all the time. I've got the 3 pages, and on the 3rd page, that's where I get really big. So I can't be too big now because I get really big then. But you telegraph that. So you hold yourself back now, even though you feel something big and it rises up. I better not reveal that now because I want to have the big cry moment at the end of the scene. And it's just, you're kind of screwed when you start to do that. This notion of saying, just being available, just seeing what happens next, not having any sort of preconceived idea about the way that it's going to play out. People that haven't had that much experience, especially dancers, can have a hard time believing in that. So that's why my acting class, my storytelling class on a Monday night, it gives you the practice to be in that. If you are a dancer and that you know that you've got, and I think everyone has the potential to be an actor because it's really about just allowing yourself to be present rather than having this special gift. I guess that there are some people that just have a way about them and they do have a process which enables them to work in a professional environment of storytelling, acting, that can make them successful. But it doesn't mean that you need to have this special, elusive skill that you've got to, and then you can't do it until then. That's not the case. Anyone can give a beautiful, dropped-in, authentic performance or share that story pretty much immediately if they get out of their own way and just give over to themselves and allow themselves to be present in the work. But it's hard, especially for people that have been dancers. I get it. I see it all the time. I see it a lot at the moment. So if you want to explore this stuff, why don't you jump into my acting class on a Monday night? It's going to be bloody awesome fun. Every Monday night from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at the Artists Feast in Elsternwick in Melbourne. You can pick a scene, or you could pick a song. You could either sing a song or you could just work on a scene, and we can explore this stuff. Where do you go? What's happening now? What do you feel like you need to present it? Do you believe what's happening here? What's getting in the way? What sort of judgments and ideas do you have that stop you really being present? So I urge you, if you're a dancer or someone that's been in the ensemble and you want to step up, come and explore this stuff, because the more you practice it, the better you get at it. Because then you just start to trust it a little more. I'd love to see you a part of it. Check out the details below. Drop me a line and come and jump into class. I think you'll really, really enjoy it, and it'll do wonders for your work. Have a great day. Be brave. Love ya.